Hi, Capricorn. Thanks so much for tuning in. I wanted to get straight into your reading, but this will be your reading for June 2021. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell if you feel called to do so. If you resonate with the reading, I would be very, very grateful, and it's very helpful to the channel. Sorry, I have so many messages coming in for you, Capricorn, so I'm trying to manage business and keep up with these messages. So some of the things that were coming up for me as I was getting ready to record your reading was there may be some things that are in your shadow that may come out for you to take a look at and to process. And one of the words that, or one of the emotions that I feel like may be a bit challenging for you, not because of it's not so much about what may trigger the emotion, but the emotion itself in general, that you may struggle with. Yeah, you just may struggle with. And that word was anger. That emotion is anger. So it may be something kind of, for some of you, it may be something like a small trigger, like a small thing that kind of triggers your anger, or it may be like a disappointment, something. I'm sensing, I'm picking up on like, there will be something that may come up that may prompt you to take a look at how you cope with your anger. Because I'm feeling like for some of you, that's something that it's a feeling or it's an emotion that you struggle with. Like, I mean, obviously, anger. I think anger. I mean, everyone struggles with anger, but I feel like it's just the concept of anger in itself is something that really puts you off, Capricorn. I feel like it's something that you just don't know what to do about it, like when it comes up. For some of you, obviously not for everyone. These are general readings. So if that's not you, then don't worry about it. But if it is you, then it may be something where like something small may kind of like trigger this feeling of anger in you, and it's going to be inviting you to take a look at that and take a look at oh wow, like it may make you think to yourself like, oh, I tend to kind of get weird when I feel angry. Like, not weird as in I feel weird, like I feel like I don't know how to handle this. Not that you're weird, but just like you'll feel this uneasiness about not knowing how to navigate those waters around anger. And I kind of feel like Spirit's going to challenge you to take a look at that and ask yourself why. Like, what is it about anger that is so uncomfortable for you? I'm doing a Celtic cross this month, by the way. I'm wanted to keep my spreads consistent throughout. So I'm going to do a Celtic cross. I know some of these cards you won't be able to see, but I will kind of lift them up as I'm talking through them. So I'm also sensing that like there was something that when I was, and it's showing up now as well, but before when I was kind of sitting down to tap into your energy, Capricorn, I kind of feel like in the month of June, there will be something where it's kind of like, you know, you wanted to manifest something and maybe something not turning out in the way necessarily that you thought it was going to turn out. It may be like kind of like a project, or maybe like an expectation around somebody, person in your life, like a relationship even, maybe. No, sorry. Okay. Capricorn, month of June. Yeah. So there's definitely something that's going to kind of, it's going to bring attention to something in your life that you have to confront. So I'm seeing like kind of some kind of confrontation this month, but not necessarily like it's not like a fight or anything. It's like something that you can't ignore anymore. Like it's been there for a while. And there may be something that triggers it. I'm hearing that something small will kind of bring it to light, like illuminate it. And you'll be able to kind of see like what's going on here. Okay. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. And I love that you have that at the Six of Wands at the bottom, because I feel like it's something that Spirit wants you to kind of put to rest, deal with, acknowledge, validate, whatever it is that you need to do. But I do feel like you will. I feel like you're going to be, I feel like it'll be something that if you kind of look at it and you see it for what it is, then it loses its intensity almost. Like it's not as intense as it's feeling to you. It's just something that you kind of have to deal with. There's this energy there of needing to deal with something or needing to look at something that you might have been ignoring or putting off. So there's the Six of Wands there. Let me see if I can kind of move these cards over a bit. So for your present situation, you have the Ten of Swords here and crossing with the Seven of Swords. I feel as though that there might be someone in your life or a situation where you're just kind of spent. You're exhausted. There may be someone that's like kind of difficult to get through to. It may be something that you're trying to connect with or trying to accomplish, and it's just not working out in the way that you want it to work out. And that almost like there's too many moving pieces in order for you to kind of get to a resolution that you're happy with. So I feel like this kind of feels like it's more in a relationship situation. I feel like this month it's going to require you to, pull out those reserves, because you have the Strength card towering this in this goal or destiny, like you're gonna in the goal and destiny position. So I feel like there's like this situation with a person, and I almost feel like you've been kind of holding back, like you've been not speaking up, you've been just dealing with it. And maybe that's why was picking up on anger a lot, because I think that there's just maybe some repressed anger, like you've been just kind of dealing with it. You've been just swallowing it. And it's just like now these little things are starting to add up, is what I'm sensing. And I kind of feel like it has something to do with like a relationship. So maybe it's like, you went into this relationship with this sense of, you had like this expectation of happiness and joy, and you had this expectation of the relationship being a certain way. And you felt like, with the Magician card here, it kind of feels like, you were in this space of like creating the reality that you want. So you want the beautiful marriage, you want the kids, you want the house, you want the career, you went into it with this hopefulness, like this wide-eyed hopefulness. And I feel like, Capricorn, you guys are very, very hard workers. So with the Knight of Pentacles, I kind of feel like you did a great job of kind of like really bringing in, trying to work very hard in establishing this strong foundation for yourselves. But I do sense that it's kind of like you haven't been maybe paying attention to how maybe like you're so focused on your goals, like reaching your goals, that maybe you haven't been focused on, or you've been ignoring how something is affecting you. Like maybe there's a certain person in your life and it's been kind of just building up until this point. And in June, you may kind of feel like you need a break, or you can't really you can't really deal with this anymore. Like you need a break, or you need a rest, or maybe you need to just bring it out into the surface of telling that person like, hey, when you do this or when you behave that way, it really does frustrate me. I've just never said it before. So maybe it's just about, I think for some of you, it's just going to be about using your voice and just expressing it. Because sometimes when we don't say something, it's like they don't know, like people don't know, they think it's okay. Even if they have the best of intentions, or they don't mean any harm. It's this energy of kind of like, needing to confront this energy of like, I can't hold this in anymore. I have to speak up. I have to say something. I do see with the Knight of Pentacles as well, though, there is going to be, I feel like there's good security. I feel like there is something that you have been working on for a very long time. And then you're just going to start seeing fruition towards those goals and projects that you have been putting forward or working on. I want to do a clarification for that card because I feel like there's more to that energy there. Clarification for the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So yeah, for some of you, if there's like a project or if there's something that you've been kind of working on, you may find that you're getting lots of offers. You're having a lot of options, and it's been a long time coming. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. So it's so it's kind of like you are finally starting to see the rewards of something that you've been working very hard on. So I feel like for you, Capricorn, this month, there's going to be it's going to be a balancing act. So you have something kind of happening in the relationship front, but then your work life is going really great. Like this is kind of, we have something that I'm seeing, like it's something that like took a long time. And now you're finally starting to see those rewards, and it's going to be about choosing what's the best option for you. So for some of you, maybe multiple offers, multiple, just things a lot on your mind, like just a lot occupying your mind. Or it might also, I'm seeing for some of you, might be a project that comes with a lot of responsibility. And it's something that may kind of take up a lot of your mental space and also your emotional space as well. So that's something that you might want to learn to, like, you might want to keep an eye on how well you're balancing your schedules and your stress levels. I'm feeling like there's like this resistance to relaxing and resting. Like there's this go energy and very, very rigid and focused on your goals that I feel like there may be this push for you to, so what I'm picking up on is I feel like whatever confrontation this is, might be, is that sometimes when we're so focused on kind of reaching a certain goal, or we want to get to a certain place, I feel like, Capricorn, there may be some people in your life that need more of you and less of you less of you kind of always trying to create something or fix something or like work towards something. Like maybe be a little bit cautious of some of that workaholic tendencies this month, because it may be that some of your loved ones just need your attention, and not your attention in a work sphere, but more of kind of like, we just want to be with you. We want to spend time with you. And you may find yourself getting frustrated from that. So it's becoming a little bit more clear to me, like the picture is coming in a little bit clearer. Like you're kind of you're struggling to let your guard down and allow yourself to relax. Like I feel like there's this resistance to relaxing this month because you just have so much that you want to accomplish, so much that you want to get through, that you may find yourself kind of like, well, I don't have time for that. So maybe be just a little bit cautious of that. Maybe like, even though it's difficult, that's your challenge. It's like that's what will kind of balance you out this month. And we also have the Hierophant card coming. I'm just going to put that like to the side here because it was just a card that fell out. But yeah, so I feel like maybe kind of I feel like for some of you, you might be, you're the leader of the pack, so for some of you, you're kind of like in charge of things. You may be the boss, you may be, like the head of the house, and there's just a lot on your shoulders. But I am seeing like, I'm hearing, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you need some help. Okay. So at the, so this part's you. This is kind of like where you are emotionally. Let's see if you can see that. So you have the Lover's card and the Five of Swords. So again, I'm kind of seeing like there is this a feeling like there's someone, and I almost feel like there was the same very similar energy last month for you as well, Capricorn, of someone not pulling their weight. And I kind of feel like it is in some kind of relationship sphere. I feel like it's some kind of partnership, or it could be even in like a business partnership where someone's just not pulling their weight and you're consistently feeling like there's, it's all on you. It's all on your shoulders. So there's like this heavy burden on you, and it's exhausting. Because I did see that like there's just like you're not able to get through to somebody, like you're trying and you want people to show up for you and they're just not showing up for you. So people are like, maybe people are coming through as kind of disappointing for you, like you expected more from them, but they're not pulling their weight and they didn't show up in the way that you wanted them to show up. For your environmental card, you have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like there'll be some opportunities for you this month I feel like this is that relaxation card. I feel like there may be something where you will get a chance to go and be able to relax and detach from things. So I'm seeing for some of you, maybe not all of you, but some of you like going and getting a massage or going and getting your nails done or going and getting a haircut or, going for like I'm seeing for some of you going for like a hike or a walk or a trail behind your house. So there's kind of like this engaging in opportunities for you to be able to engage in relaxation. I feel like your schedule will open up. I feel like last month you were pressed a little, like you were spread thin. And I remember that. That message for you last month that, you had just a lot on your shoulders and a lot to manage. So, but I feel like for this month, it's not so much your schedule. I feel like your schedule will open up, but it's just kind of like there's more of this emotional clutter, like this emotional and mental clutter. Mentally, I feel like there's just a lot on your mind, a lot of moving pieces. And then emotionally, I just kind of feel like you're a bit spent with the Ten of Swords. You're a bit exhausted and defeated. And kind of like almost a little bit powerless, like not knowing how to move forward from that energy. Like there may be someone, like with the Seven of Swords, there may be someone that's just a little bit difficult to handle or deal with or difficult to get through to. And you just don't know what to do about it. Like, I don't know how to get through to this person type energy. But I feel like the Nine of Pentacles, I like this card for you for the environmental position, because I feel like that will really help with your relaxation and helping you kind of detach from this a little bit more of this difficult energy. Just feels like there's like that difficult energy of you needing, and it kind of feels like part of it is coming from environmental factors, but I also feel like part of it is also coming from your own expectations. Like you're expecting things to be a certain way and they're not happening that way. And I feel like that's going to be a challenge for you, Capricorn. Okay. And then with the host dreams and desires, I feel like with the King of Swords and the Moon card here, I feel like there's this, again, there's like this I'm not sure which way to go from here. So there may be like a standstill for you. And I kind of feel like the Strength card and the King of Swords here are both, this is going to be challenging you on a level of your, it's hard for me to articulate. It's like it's more internal, I believe. That's what I'm feeling. Like it's this internal resistance to not wanting to bend to how the universe or spirit is trying to kind of lead the way, and kind of because there may be some kind of like it's like things are not happening quick enough for you. Things are not happening in the way that you exactly want them to happen, and that is causing some resistance and a little bit of frustration from you. And that is going to require the Strength card here with the King of Swords here, I feel like that is going to challenge you to like, okay, even when things are not going exactly the way I want them to, how am I going to handle this? How am I going to push through this difficult energy? I'm feeling that is what's going to be challenged. It's going to be requiring you to pull out those reserves of how am I going to be able to still be at peace, still find things in my day or in my weeks to kind of allow myself to relax, to enjoy myself, or to just to have not feel like I'm carrying such a heavy weight on my shoulders. And I think that for a lot of you, it might be that it's not really in your hands, because it may be somebody else. It may be somebody else bringing that energy in, and you're kind of just in it, and there's not really much you can do about it. And I feel like that's why there's that Strength card, is because finding your power even in situations where you feel kind of powerless. That's very interesting. And then for okay, so this is a very interesting energy too. Okay, so the Five of Wands. Okay, so I'm feeling like with these two cards, it's going to require you, and I'm not sure if I said this already, but it require you to use your voice and to speak up. Because I feel like that there may be some people that just don't know any better, or they just don't realize what kinds of things is like how it's affecting you or how it's taking a toll on you. And I kind of feel like for some of you, you have been trying to speak up, but it's been like blocked, like your words are not getting through, or like people are not understanding you, or they're not taking you into consideration. I feel like there's this inconsiderate energy around you. Like someone just not, just kind of thinking about themselves and not really taking into consideration how you feel and how something is affecting you. And I kind of feel like that's why it's going to require you to stand your ground and to stand up for yourself, which I don't really feel like you'd have a problem doing, but I kind of feel like there's going to be a need or a call for that. There's going to be this, I need to kind of be a little bit more clear, maybe even to yourself. I kind of feel like for some of you, maybe you need to tell yourself, how you're really feeling, like admit it to yourself. Because I'm feeling some of you might be in denial a bit about how something is really affecting you. Like you keep saying like, I'm fine, I'll be okay. But maybe it's okay to say like, I'm not okay and I'm not fine. And if it's not with someone that you feel like, I feel like with this energy and with the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands, and then you have the Five of Swords as well up here down the Lover's card. I kind of feel like there may be someone, like, even if you say it, it's like, they don't get it. And that makes you feel extremely invalidated. And then it's almost like worse than not saying anything at all. And that's why you haven't been saying anything. So maybe for you, it's more about telling yourself and acknowledging it to yourself, and not really needing another person to see it. but you being able to see it for yourself, or also finding someone to help you feel supported and validated in that way and help you carry some of that weight. Because I do feel like there's this heavy weight that you're just kind of carrying all on your own, and you're not sure who to ask for help. But there are people who will help. There are people who can like listen to you and understand where you're coming from, or understand and help you carry some of that, like take some of that weight off your shoulders, so you don't have to feel so drained and exhausted all the time. Because I feel like there was this similar energy for you last month as well. And this month is going to ask you to kind of take a second look at that and see like, where can we make adjustments? Where can we kind of lighten our load a little bit? But that is, I can sense that that's kind of like a frustrating energy, because it's not really you. It's things outside of you that's kind of taking up a lot of that space, and you just trying your best to manage it. And that's kind of taking its toll on you with the Seven of Swords, I feel like. So that rest and rejuvenation with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like will be very, very important. You do have some opportunities and things coming up for you in the work sphere, but I kind of feel like maybe your mind may end up being preoccupied a little bit. So you may have trouble focusing on just that one thing, because you just have so many other things going on. So kind of helping you lighten that load a little bit with Nine of Pentacles, like finding time to relax, finding time to take, time to just like be with yourself is going to be very helpful for you. I do feel like there will be some assistance coming in for you now that I'm looking at the Hierophant and the Six of Wands actually together. I feel like there may be some outside help that may help you kind of, okay, for some of you might actually end up going through a divorce, actually. Some of you might be going through a divorce. And if you're not already going through a divorce, don't worry about it. I'm not saying that you're going to go through a divorce. For those of you who are already going through a divorce, I feel like that may be what the dilemma is. That it may be that your partner, it's kind of like a messy divorce, or it's like a difficult divorce where like there's a lot of back and forth and things it's like this person was not pulling their weight, and now it's just become very complicated, like a difficult person to deal with. But I kind of feel like for some of you, it may be with the Hierophant and the Six of Wands that some of you may have a very good lawyer. Some of you may have very good counsel, very good help. That's going to help you kind of win this one, or it'll like kind of work out in your favor. So that may happen for you in June as well, Capricorn. So that's really positive. I love that. And I saw that like later on as I was looking at it, that I kind of feel like there's this energy of, outside help or assistance coming in to kind of help you kind of either get a leg up or have things go in your favor. Because the Six of Wands is that victory card. So I like that a lot for you. Okay, so let's pick up some additional oracle cards here. So I've been doing a challenge card and then a hope card. So what is Capricorn's challenge for the month of June 2021? Capricorn's challenge card for the month of June 2021. Oh, community. Yeah. See, this is what I was feeling like. It's kind of like letting people help you. So there may be like some family members. I'm kind of seeing like there may be some like family members that you tend to, maybe I feel like you just try to be that independent person, and you want to appear that you have everything in control and you have everything together. But I feel like that challenge card is like asking for help and allowing people, like softening enough to allow people to come in and help you, and support you. Let me see. Okay, so let's do the hope card. What can Capricorn look forward to this month? What is Capricorn's hope card for the month of June 2021? Capricorn's hope card. What can Capricorn look forward to this month? What can Capricorn look forward to this month? Oh, I love that. Okay, fulfillment. I mean, that's amazing. I really feel like that ties in well with this Six of Wands card. I feel like there'll be a victory for you, Capricorn, and whatever it is that you're kind of dealing with this energies, I feel like you will come out on top. And then you also have focus. I feel like with the focus card, I feel like it's not Spirit telling you to focus. I feel like Spirit is actually commending you for your focus. Like you guys are so good at just being very, very like almost like I'm seeing like a dart being thrown and, you know, just hitting bullseye. So you're just extremely focused on this goal and you're extremely focused in kind of like getting this situation resolved. And I feel like you will come out on top. You will be victorious with it. I feel like things are going to work out in your favor. And I kind of feel like people will come to your aid. You just kind of have to let the people that want to help, like let them in. So even if it's like the smallest things, like even if it's kind of like you don't have time to make dinner and allowing your neighbor to like, she pops by or he pops by and says, hey, I made a lasagna for you or something, like just letting people help you, like let people, let that support feed you and strengthen you, because I kind of feel like you're going to need that with the Strength card. Like you don't always have to carry everything on your shoulders. But yeah, I do see a victory. It's just kind of like, it's like, yeah, it's like a difficult energy, but I see you winning at the end of it. So that's amazing. And I love that. I don't know. I mean, like that's the best outcome, right? It's like things working out in your favor there. Okay, I want to pick out a flower card for you as well. So what is Capricorn's flower for this month? What is Capricorn's flower for the month of June? What is Capricorn's flower for the month of June? Oh, it's beautiful. I love the energy of the orange, like the bright orange. I kind of feel like there's a lot of like this vibrant energy in relationships. And I'm seeing with this card, it's like this, there's like this, I see like friends coming to your aid. So if you're someone who has like a good support group in terms of friends, I feel like people will come to your aid without even you asking. Like you are very, very supported and kind of like just circled, like you have a lot of people on your side. Let's see what the message is. It's the red bird. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Focus, get it done. I love that. Okay, is there something on your to-do list that you've been avoiding? Red bird of paradise fills us with passion, drive to get things done, making projects that we've been putting off effortless to finish. Feels like a breeze. So motivation, drive, passion, get it done, attitude, effortless action. Okay, so I kind of feel like there's something with this card now, I kind of feel like there's something that's going to be, you're going to finally put to rest and you're going to finally get it done. So maybe this is the month where, you know, that all that putting the pieces together, finishing things up, allowing people to help you out with that. I feel like that's going to be really, really, this is going to be a month of completion. You're done with something that has caused you a great deal of stress, a great deal of concern, but it'll be very rewarding. And I feel like you'll be very, very, very victorious at the end of it, which I love. Okay, I'm going to pick an animal totem card for you as well this month. I love that you have focus and focus again. Yeah. So I'm seeing like for some of you, it's just about kind of like finishing things up and getting it done, and then you're done, and it'll be like a beautiful outcome there. And I'm hearing passing with flying colors. With that rainbow and community, you'll pass with flying colors. Okay, animal totem for Capricorn, June 2021. Animal totem for Capricorn, June 2021. It's Capricorn's animals for June 2021. Ooh, pretty. Open to infinite possibility. Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. I'm actually going to put this one because I felt like this card keeps popping out at me. So I'm going to give you 2 animals this month. So you have the starfish and the canary spirit. And I kind of feel like, again, with this, something about using your voice. And I think I said that earlier on in the reading, is like using your voice and speaking your truth and allowing people to hear your side of things, or allowing people to see you for who you really are, or see like how things have been, just be more being more revealing, more open, and allowing people to see you for who you are. Because I kind of feel like you've been a bit just kind of like in working on something and not really like, or dealing with something in silence. And just kind of maybe this month is more about just vocalizing like, look, this is what this has been like for me. This is what it feels like. And like people will come in and support you. And I kind of feel like it's just because you haven't said it, like you haven't asked for the help, so people don't know that you need help, that kind of thing. It's not like people are trying to ignore you or trying to oversee or trying to not care about how things are feeling for you. It's more about vocalizing it with the canary spirit. And then with the starfish spirit, open to infinite possibility. I'm feeling like with this card, it's kind of like try to make sure that you stay more on the positive outcome. So if something could go 50-50, try to like put that energy more towards of things working out for you, rather than failing. So focusing on that positive and not fixated on, the worst possible outcome. So that's a very, there's a lot of energy this month. It's intense, I would say. It's intense, but I feel like that focus that you're so good at, I feel like Capricorns are awesome at focusing. You guys are very, very goal-oriented and very just good at kind of like finishing things up and achieving things. So I don't really feel like it's gonna ask you to draw upon those natural Capricorn instincts of yours. So wow, that's gonna be a really dynamic month for you, Capricorn. And I'm excited to see how that, and I love the ending. I love that you have the fulfillment and the focus and the 6 of Wands card at the end of it. Like I think you're going to come out on top. You are. There is a victory for you. So, all right. Have a wonderful, amazing month of June, Capricorn, and I will see you for July. Thanks.